it's Wendy at Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and I'm going to fry up some fish. January seems like a crazy time to do it, but when you've got a dad that's a fisherman or a fisherman for a dad, I am fully stocked with fish year-round. And how we do it is he freezes it. I'm working on thawing out this batch here. His favorite kind is crappie. He's a crappie fisherman, or if you're from the South, that would be crappie. So anyway, here in Kansas, it's one of the better fish to eat. It's pretty mild, not real gamey, and we like to fry it up all year round. And having a lot of it in the freezer, it's easy to plan ahead a little bit, thaw it out, and we're going to show you how we fry it up. This is a typical type of container that my dad likes to freeze the fish fillets in. He freezes them in a water bath. So this one is almost thawed out, even all day right now with the temperatures low in the house. It doesn't thaw out completely, so I kind of have to help it out here at the end a little bit. But he likes the water bath method the best because they last the longest and the fish fillets don't get dehydrated. Tried a few other things in the past with like doing the vacuum sealing and stuff, and the fish fillets just aren't as good. So anyway, different size of tubs, water bath. He likes to label them, and this he actually just caught about a month ago. So he labels how many fillets and where he caught them, so we kind of know about how old they are. We've eaten fish that have been in the freezer for over 2 years in the water bath method, and that is just, they're just fine. They're not dehydrated or frostbit usually at all. So I got one batch thawed out. This is my second one. I'm gonna run more water over the top of it, kind of let it finish out, because I've kind of got a brick of fillets here. Some of them are pulling out, some of the fillets. So a little bit more to go on this one. We like to use a fryer, and this is a newer one to us because we used our last one till it broke. Nothing fancy here. When I'm frying it up, you don't leave the lid on, but so yeah, just your typical fryer. We have found, as far as fish fry mix, the brand that we like the best is the Louisiana brand. This one happens to be just the crispy fish fry, but we like the beer batter. There's Cajun. So we like this company the best. We've tried to make up our own fish fry mixture before, and we never really found anything that has the seasoning or the right flavor that we like. So this company has quite an array, and even our little grocery store has caught on here in town, and they carry lots of different varieties. So as they've been kind of thawing out a little bit more, there's a little bit of water in here, so I'm just going to strain off some more. So the one thing with putting them in a water bath is you do have to kind of squeeze out some of the water. So I just like to use paper towels, and I just kind of line my fillets. Some of these got a little mangled while I was trying to pull apart my fish popsicle. But I just kind of sandwich them between paper towels and just kind of press down. They don't have to be super dry. You want some moisture in there. You just don't want it so wet. I think most brands of fish fry are typical for frying fish is around 350 degrees. So our fryer's ready. This one is a dry mixture, so I'm just going to put the fish directly in the batter. The other one with the beer batter is a wet mixture, and we really like that one. That one really gives it that crunchy coating, that breaded outer texture. This one has a really good flavor too. It's a cornmeal based, and you can really smell like the lemon pepper with that one. It's really good. So nothing fancy. I usually just drop them in there, sometimes shake them around. My fingers always end up getting messy. All right, take my lid off. And in they go. Okay, so once the fillets are coated, just drop them in. Most of the time they float to the top. The other thing I like to do with the fillets is I just tear them into smaller pieces. That way we don't have such large fillets. They go on sandwiches better with kids, and I don't know, there's something about the bite size. So with this one, I loaded up. I don't know, at least a dozen. And I make sure that the fillets float. Sometimes you have to take your little spatula, make sure they're not sticking to the bottom. That makes for messier cleanup later on. And like any of your grandma's frying chicken, a lot of it is sound. You can tell by when they're floating and with the sound of the oil, you can tell when it's calmed down, when that batch is done. Then of course there's always the test taste. So. Process. These don't have a lot of moisture in them because they're only a month old compared to some of my other batches that have been in the freezer for a few years. But no, just, you know, it's just a repeat process. And as they start floating to the top, I just listen and check for color, and of course there's always the taste test, so then you know for sure. So this is not an endorsement for this particular brand. It's just one that we happen to like, and they offer a lot of different varieties, whether it's spicy or battered or just a milder flavor. We usually get a couple different kinds and try them out, and that way everybody gets what they want. But they don't get what they want today. It's Mama's choice. So I can tell by the sound of the fish fryer, the oil has calmed down, the color's pretty golden, so it's time to take them out. First batch, I don't know, it seems like it's about 5 minutes, I want to say, at 350, but I just kind of keep repeating the process, and by the time the second one is about done, we get a test taste one of these little guys, but I let it cool down first. I like this one because it is the crispy one, not the battering, but the crispy, so it has it's a little soft right now, but it will crisp up afterwards, so it's pretty good for reheating too. Reheating as in leftovers for later. Yep, good, but it could have gone longer. This is my dad, the fisherman. This is a picture from about 20 years or so ago, but he's still active and at it today. And in fact, he was out ice fishing today, so, and catching crappie through the ice. So this time of year doesn't matter. Boat, no boat, he's out fishing. I can't take credit for any of this, but I do like cooking it up, and we do enjoy eating it. So, thanks, Dad. That one's better. Had to kind of figure out the fryer to keep it going. Well, here we are in January. And the weather's been pretty cold. Light, we lose light in the evening. So you feel like you're either in the barn working on stuff with the lights on, which is not my department, that's Troy's. So being cooped up in the house a little bit earlier, it seemed like it was a good time to get the fryer out and fry up some fish for dinner. So thank you for watching Chick-a-Woof Ranch, and we hope you've enjoyed this and how we're making use of our cold winter nights. Thank you, and we'll see you on the next one.